All right, hey everyone, welcome to For Love of Pulling. I wanted to jump on here a little bit and talk a little bit about fantasy pulling. Getting ready to kick off the summer series. Got Kentucky Invitationals next weekend, January 4th, 5th, and 6th, Lexington, Kentucky, down there at Alltech Arena. Very good facility, excellent show they always put on. Uh, if you're able to go, I highly recommend it. But getting all excited for that. That's going to kick off, like I said, that's going to kick off the fantasy pulling summer series. I did a live on here on YouTube here a while back talking about it and explaining everything. But I figure I'd jump on here one more time and go over it again. Uh, Basically, fantasy pulling is a weekly pick'em contest. We I put out a list of all the pullers pulling in it, and you pick who you think's going to win. Points get awarded by how that pick finishes. Um, it's a lot of fun. Been doing it. This is my second year doing it now. I had a great time. First year I did it for the outdoor season, and then somebody suggested doing a winter series, so I did that last year, and so we are again, getting ready to start another winter series. But it entails the Kentucky Invitational, Midwest Winter Nationals, National Farm Machinery Show, Southern Invitational. It did have the NTPA Spring Nationals, but unfortunately that got canceled. If you guys haven't seen it, I guess the MEC in Shipshawana there decided they didn't want any more motorsports or dirt things, so they canceled it. So that leaves that out, and then we got Keystone Invitational and the Pullers Championship. So, like I said, let me pull up my screen here, and I'll show you my website. This is where we can go, where you can go to the to get entered and everything. My website's for the love of pulling .godaddyssites.com, and you go there. I'll put the link in the description here. I forgot to do that when I set this live stream up, but put that in there, and then I got the fantasy pulling tab, and you come up here, and here's your all the rules and breakdowns of it, and then I got all the links. So like I said, overall standings: Kentucky Invitational, Midwest Winter Nationals, Southern Invitational, National Farm Machinery Show, Keystone Nationals. I forgot a minute ago. The Mac Trailer Winter Nationals. I have not seen anything on this, so hopefully they're doing it this year. That's a pretty good show down there. That's also at Louisville, and then the Pullers Championship. So, like I said, you come here to the link, click on that, and it takes you to a Google form, and you fill this out, and then, like I said, make your picks. Pretty self-explanatory here. Here's the overall standings. So after Kentucky's done, you can come back here and check and see how you did. Um, but that's pretty much that in a nutshell. Right now, like I said, we got Kentucky Invitationals open, Midwest Winter Nationals is open, Southern Invitationals open, and the National Farm Machinery Show is open. So you guys can all go in there and make your picks for that. Obviously, still waiting on the drivers list for Keystone Nationals and the Mac Trailers and the Pullers Championships. But once I those get published, I'll get those opened up. So like I said, that's pretty much fantasy pulling in a nutshell. You can, if you follow me on Facebook, I got a Facebook group for fantasy pulling by For Level Pulling, and you can join that. And I tag everybody in the comments there. Oops, I just realized I didn't have the screen on. Oops. Pull that back up here. I apologize for that. Let me go back to my website here. I thought I had that up. But yeah, so let me back up here a minute here. Let me go back home. I apologize. I'm fairly new at doing these live streams, so a little bit of a learning curve. But yeah, so like I said, fantasy pulling. and then the breakdown of the rules, everything. I'll let you guys all read that, and then here's the links. And since I missed that earlier, there's the uh, entry form that the link takes you to for the Google form. Um, yeah, so that's that. And I also wanted to kind of talk about like the Kentucky Invitational next weekend, 4th, 5th, and 6th, All Tech Arena, Lexington, Kentucky. Um, like I said, it's a very good show. It's They have it every year, and I could try to get down there at least once a year, and uh, the guys do a great job putting it on down there. They run dual sleds, so they have one for smoke tube and one that for non-smoke smoke tube classes. So there's no time swapping over the the smoke tube and unhooking it, and they got the next sled set and ready to go. So that saves a lot of time, and it puts on a really good show. It makes it go quick. So the guys down there at TNT Truck and Tractor Pulling do a very good job with that. So let's. I'm going to pull up the drivers list here, and we'll talk about it here for a minute. Let me pull it up here so I can see everything. So on Thursday night, you got the hot rod tractors, they call them. To me, here in Ohio, they're more of we call them single engine modifieds with OMTPA. Hot rod tractors usually the V8 hot rod tractors, or classic super stock, or not classic super stocks, but yeah, classic modified. They're also referred to, but the hot rod tractors they're referring to are the single engine modifieds. A lot of good guys, Kentucky and Ohio guys here. A lot of good friends of mine pull this class. But you got Sean Milford. I'm not really familiar with him. Jeff Kurtzinger from down in Kentucky there. The Kurtzinger boys are real good. They're top notch, top running equipment there. Mike Aber, Super Chevy. He's from here in Hillsboro, next town next to me. Very strong run tractor. And then once again, more Kurtzingers. John Dreyer out of Midland, Ohio, up here. Very good tractor. And then Jake Gross, Sidebuster, also Hillsboro. Very good. And Devin Dawson, real tough runner from over here in Waynesville, Ohio. So that's going to be a tough class there. Looking forward to watching that. I should be there Thursday night to see that. I'll have videos up there soon. Then you go on. We got the light limited super stock tractors. Also Thursday night. Brent Schubert, plant tractor. Come a long ways. I remember back when he first came out. 2019 is the first time I seen him here in Wilmington. And he has gained a lot of. He's been steadily improving, real good. He's put out a good showing at Midwest Winter Nationals and Kentucky Invitational here, so he's going to be a tough out. Ethan Moore, Kentucky Sled Hunter, very good John Deere tractor, very very tough. He's from down there, obviously Kentucky, and then Jacob Tadlock, Squeakin' Deacon. Hopefully shows better than I've seen before out of him. Every time I've seen him, he hasn't done very good, but hoping for good things for him. Lindsey Moore, Old Rags, that AGCO, very strong running tractor. Was it last year, or not this past season, but the year before, he almost won the TNT championship. But he missed 3 hooks and was still tight into it. So, like I said, that's going to be a good, very good tractor there. Lucas Gordon, Total Recall, very strong runner Ford, New Holland. Randy Caldwell against all odds, not really familiar with him. Steve Dye, Fence Row Fugitive. I've seen that one name before, but don't recall watching the tractor. Matthew Pence, Old Black Massey, very good. I believe this is old Dylan Detweiler's tractor, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's where that is. He's Adam Wright, Dark Fired Express. I believe that is that. I think that's a new tractor, if I'm not mistaken. Once again, don't quote me on that. Um, James Hayes Hook, not familiar with him. Michael Ross Rosebud, not really familiar with him. And Philip Bewley, Ain't Misbehaving. Um, Once again, not really familiar with him. I don't get down Kentucky. A lot of these guys are Kentucky guys. I'm more familiar with Ohio tractors. But Light Limit Superstock, always a great class. I'm looking forward to watching that. Small block 4x4 trucks. I'm really not. I'm not going to go through the list here. I'm not familiar with any of these guys, but I do love watching the gas 4x4 trucks. Um, and then you got two-wheel drive trucks. They put out a good show down there in Lexington. It makes some noise and good track for them. Trent Clever or Glover, Papa Bear, Daniel Lusk. You got Bobby Barbie, Bobby Barbie. Will he make it? Very strong running truck, PPL truck. Looking forward to seeing them. I was kind of shocked to see them on the list. I haven't seen them down there before, so very good. David Poor, the F-150, used to be the Spike truck. Well, let me take that back. I know that Spike truck was for sale, so I don't know if this is a new one or if it's the same one. They just dropped the Spike name. But then you got Donnie Sullivan, Big Stick, your NTPA points champion this year. So very excited to see him there. He's going to do good. Walter Robbins, Ultimate Chevy. Not really familiar with him. And then Chase Carey, Monkey Business. Of course, Carey Motorsports. They own. They put on the TNT, so of course they're going to be there. I believe this is the T bucket, if I'm not mistaken. No, Monkey Business is a full body truck. Jason Gibson back out. I'm excited to see what truck he has. Mark Fryman, Alley Cat. And Matt Kane, Dark Horse, strong running, and then Davey Skinner, Roadkill. So that's real good lineup there for the two-wheel drive trucks. Then cap it off on Thursday night. You get the super modified four-wheel drive trucks. Love these Kentucky. They run the long wheelbase super modified four-wheel drives. Good show. You got Riley Funkhauser doing in the dirt. Stacy Bennett, Trailer Trash, Brian Cornelius, Hooters, Steve Clement, Radical XL. That's a new truck. Race Wraps, good friends of mine, Michigan. There, they just put a new wrap on that. So, seen pictures on Facebook. It looks really sharp. Can't wait to see it in person. And then you got Mitzi Eldon, Mr. Diamond T, truck with a lot of history and usually a pretty strong runner. Adam Bennett, Privilege, Larry Donut, Big Daddy Magic, the strong runner truck, always up there. Rex Bennett, Time and Money, Tom Timoleon, Spellbound, that's good. Good truck there. Timoleons there always do pretty good. Jared Jones, Big Nasty. Strong running truck. The Jones boys. Jones is with Clem's there and that there down in Kentucky, so they're good. Then you go on to Friday night. Once again, you got the second flight of light limit super stock tractors. Lawrence Phillips, a little insane. It's going to be a good one. Bob Evans, Mad Money. That's at new D21 he just got. So be excited to see them. I don't know if I'm going to make it down there Friday night, but hopefully I can and get to see that one. Richard Taylor, Family Tradition. Evan McDaniel, Constant Sorrow. Chris Moore, Whistling Dixie. That's very strong on Case IH. Devin Wright, he's got a New Holland 8770. Chuck Dye, Under the Influence, Kevin Shingleton, Kentucky Gambler. Shingleton boys are always very tough out. Jerry Spies, Family Driven. Brent Moore, Till You Can't. And Terry Benson, Hummin' Harvester. That's going to be a good class to watch there too. Once again, Friday night you got super modified two-wheel drive trucks. On the second flight, you got Brian Hill, No Mercy, Andy Skinner, Bad Company. Always love watching that truck. I believe that's a Fiat body on that. And then you got Cole Alterman, Bumper Crop. And then you got Big Papa Wayne Sullivan driving Big Ed Red. So glad to see that back out. Didn't get to see it a whole lot last year. It wasn't out a whole lot, so they ran a couple PPL hooks with it. But for the most part, they focused on Big Stick and winning the championship. So glad to see that back out and Papa Wayne driving. That's kind of cool. You got Jason Calvert, Bulletproof, Tim Beatty, Sawmill Express. It's a very tough truck there. Of course, you know, he runs a Sullivan, so it's always top notch here. Stephen Poor, Ford T-Bucket. Yeah, I think trying to remember the name of that. I can't draw a blank all of a sudden. And then David Colton, Breathe Easy too. They usually do pretty good. I don't get to see them out a whole bunch. I've seen them a few times there in Lexington. So, yep. And then David Staff, Old School. Leanne May, Thriller. Of course, Leanne May, Tomlin. All pretty good strong runner there. Dr. Tim Messinger, Invisalign, coming up. Glad to see him back out. I don't think he was out a whole bunch last year. So he's always tough out there too. And then Brian Stevens, Wild as You. So that's going to be a very tough class there. That's going to be a real good show. And we got the Hot Farm Tractors, Mike Dixon, Wheeling the Dealing 2. Very strong running KCIH there. He's got Adam Patterson, Spare Parts. Thomas Carmichael, just a John Deere. It says Brian Swindell, Cluck and Broke. Very strong running tractor there. He's got the hazard lights on there. That's always fun watching that tractor go down the track. Thomas Hughes, Code Red. Philip Craig, Whiskey Binder. That's a strong running tractor. And Richard Simon's One Bad Massey. So that's going to be a pretty good class here. And then you move on Friday night. Still, we got 3-0 diesel trucks. Adam Carmichael Smoke Show, Camden Perkins 02 Dodge Ram, Amanda Scott Side Hustler, Zach Crouch Black Ice. That's a pretty strong running truck. Zach Glankin the Peacemaker, Jacob Campbell Overtime, Blair Byer Late Nights. And Nick Stram, Frank, that was one I was kind of shocked to see when the driver's list came out. He's going to be hard to beat down there. So that old Dodge truck he has there, that's pretty awesome. I love watching that truck. That's one of my favorite trucks to watch. Shad Giles, Totally Distracted, and Ty Harden's Diesel. That's a very good truck too. So that's going to be a good show there. And then that'll wrap up the Friday night, and then you got Saturday, the afternoon session, 11 p.m. or 11 a.m. Excuse me. I'm not going to go through all these. There's a good amount of gas 4x4 trucks. Some of the big names I'll mention though. You got Travis Centers, Farm Boys from Hell. Travis 4x4 Performance does a lot of work for all these trucks. With parts and stuff, and big in this class, so he's going to be a tough out. You got all bottled up Dwayne Carmen, one of the New York trucks, always does real good down there, so he's going to be a tough out. The Pro street two-wheel drive trucks. I don't get to watch these hardly at all. I'm not really familiar with them. I know I've seen Thin Red Line down there in Kentucky a few times. That's a cool truck there. The other ones I'm not really familiar with, so I'm not going to dive into them. Uh, then you got the Pro Stock Mini Trucks. Very good show. I love watching these little guys pull. Once again, there's quite a bit of them here. I forgot what the count was, but a lot of good trucks on here I've seen over the years down there in Lexington. So that's about the only time I get to watch these trucks. So, but like I say, a real good show. I love watching them. I think they can get out of hand real quick, about like a mini ride or something. But yeah, good show to watch here. Then you got onto the finals Saturday night. You got Hot Rod Finals, Supermod 4-wheel drive finals, Super Modified 2-wheel drive truck finals, Light Limited Super Stock finals, Hot Farm finals, 3.0 diesel truck, and the 3.0 diesel trucks. They are running semis down there. I did not see a list of names, so I'm not. I think they're just running them Saturday night, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. But so yeah, I didn't see a list, so I did not include them into the fantasy pulling aspect of it. But yeah, so like I said, looking forward to a great show there with the Kentucky Invitational. Like I said, if you guys are able, definitely highly recommend making it. Like I said, excellent show, excellent facility. That's about it. Like I said, one more thing I wanted to mention I forgot on the fantasy pulling is once you fill out that form, you'll get email response, and on there you have option to edit picks. I was a little lenient or a little leery opening the Midwest Winter Nationals just yet because I have not seen a finalized lineup. Last year I opened it up early and kind of got burnt because they changed a bunch of the flights and a bunch of the lineups, so I had to. That was a disaster. I had to change them and make a bunch of changes to how I scored the points and stuff. Allowed another entry, but now I figured out how to do that. Edit your picks, so you can go in there and edit it. So if I do make some changes on if they come out and change the lineups, and I make the changes, you can go back in and edit your picks now. So make sure you save that email for you can edit your picks. But yeah, that's it. Like I said, if you follow me on Facebook, make sure to join the fantasy pulling group, and that way you can stay up to date. I'll try to get on here and do some lives, recap and everything. But picks for Kentucky will lock Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. I always lock the picks the day before the first event. So let me see here. We got for the Midwest Winter Nationals. That is the 11th through the 13th. So on the January 10th at 7 p.m. The picks for that will lock. So make sure you get your picks in. And excuse me. But yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Not to mention, I got a new microphone for Christmas, thanks to my wife. So I wanted to test that out, see how that did. But yeah, that's all I got for now. If you guys got any questions, feel free by all means reach out to me, and hopefully it gets more people signed up. Let me see where we're at for entries so far. I think earlier we was at I was at 20 something. I'll drag this over here a little bit more if I can see. Yeah, we're at 26 entries right now for the Kentucky Invitational. So I'd like to see that number go up a little bit more. So by all means, jump on, check it out, and I hope to have fun playing with you guys. Like I said, if you got any questions, feel free to send me a message either on or comment on the video here, or jump on Facebook, shoot me a message on Facebook. Or you can send me a message through my website there too. So hope everyone has a good night, and we'll talk to y'all later. Bye.